That's Dead End Street by the Kinks. And hello, Leisure Society. How are we?
Hello, we're good, thank you.
You're saying you need some new walk-on music to when you play it live. There we go, Dead End Street, the Kinks. Because you quite like that, right, Christian?
We do. We, funnily enough, recorded our new record.
Dude, that's question number...
Well, I assumed you were setting me up.
2.
Okay. Just forget I mentioned it.
I'll have to go straight to 2 now. You're throwing the whole interview.
I didn't say anything.
No, but what at the moment, what do you walk on to?
Eerie silence. A lack of recognition.
It's actually one of our own tracks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's an intro.
You can't do that. And now we shall play that. Or maybe even worse, 5 tracks in, you go, we walked onto it, and here it is again. So great to have you back, gang. We've got Nick and Christian. We've got Baz on cajon. Hello. We've got John, who's new on bass. Hello, John.
Look at that.
We've got lovely Mike on violin. Always lovely Mike. How you doing?
Good, cheers.
It's nice to have you with us. And we've got lovely Helen on flute. And
over here.
Yeah. Hey, where's the cello guy? He comes out from time to time, does he?
He's on tour with Mumford & Sons.
Oh, is he? Oh, he's doing all right, isn't he?
Yeah. We struggle on.
Does he come around your... No, he doesn't. Oh, that's a shame. Because I like the bearded thing going on with Mike and the other... Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so
there's
Mike,
only room for one beard.
Mike, were you the guy that
They
went
had
on...
a beard off.
And Mike won?
Naturally.
Mike, refresh my memory. Last time you guys were here, one of you and the other bearded guy, one of you ran off to do a wedding naked. Was that you or...
Oh yeah, that was him.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you how it went.
He hasn't been back since.
That was it. It was Mumford & Sons' wedding. There we go. Listen, is it true one of you is ill from steak tartare in France?
4 of us.
4?
We all decided to have the same thing when we went to Paris for a promo trip. It was a bad idea. It took us a while to get over it. We were all pretty ill.
Who went down with it?
The non-vegetarians.
Yeah, the vegetarians
basically.
won.
So Helen and I are totally fine.
I got hit quite hard, didn't I?
John did. See, my worry with steak tartare is if you get ill from something like that, it's the kind of thing you probably never come back from. You never go back to steak tartare then, do you?
No, I definitely won't.
Will it really?
No,
so even like, because you guys are, you travel a lot, and I know you like the finer things in life. So even if you're there on a hillside in France, something like that.
Yeah, well, we got back from Paris and we had a weekend in the studio with another band, and we had a lunch break, and I spent our lunch break in the fetal position on the floor, shaking, shivering. So it wasn't a very pleasant weekend.
How do you get food poisoning from steak tartare? Because steak tartare is raw. So is it just someone been handling some bad stuff?
Just some bacteria that's on the food.
That surely must happen quite a lot if it's raw, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Up until then, were you a big tartare fan? Because I'm sort of, every now and again I'll try it, and it's always too much for me. I'll have a couple of spoons and go, I'm sort of done now.
Yeah, the only time I ever have it is when we go to Paris.
And that's when you're ill, normally, as well. There's probably a pattern, but we've never spotted it.
So listen, you had a break, then new album, is that right? Did you even have a break?
We did, yeah. We were sort of playing constantly between album 1 and album 2.
Yeah.
Because people were actually paying attention, so we carried on. But then we thought for the third one we needed to disappear so that people would appreciate us coming back. So we did. We didn't play a lot last year, and Nick spent a lot of time writing these songs, and we had a plan this time, which is new for us.
Did you go, okay, after the end of the tour in the second album, just go, okay, now break, and you all sort of went off and did different things, or take some holiday, and then get back into it, or was
Actually, we still hung out quite a lot. It wasn't a break from each other, it's just a break from performing. Yeah.
And so when did you start knuckling down for this?
We went away in June. We had a week in the countryside where we just basically set up our equipment in this really nice country house by a river and just like jammed through the song.
Now this is Ray Davies' studio, correct?
No, that was before the Ray Davies studio happened. This was just like, in fact, the house bizarrely belonged to 70s glam rock legends The Sweet.
Oh wow!
We didn't know. That's not why we booked it. But
do they all still? Like all of them?
I don't know. They'd actually sold it on to somebody else, but there was pictures of them all over the wall.
Is that we haven't got a clue what to do? Yeah? Is that the guy?
Yeah, I think it is.
I always get them in mud mixed up.
Yeah.
But
and this was by the River Ouse, is that right?
Yeah, it's really beautiful. Really
Any
beautiful.
fishing down there? Did you fish it all?
Don't know. We didn't. Mike did a lot.
Everyone
of
just
foraging
looks at Mike. Everyone just literally didn't even go, Mike, you should answer this question. The whole band just went, zoom. Like you're like meerkats there. Just went, go to Mike.
We didn't do any fishing, but
are you a
there's some
fisherman?
mushrooms in the. Not really, no. There's some mushrooms in the garden which we ate.
Are you the sort of guy, Mike, that the rest of the band are following you and going, can we eat that? And you're like, no, you idiot, that's a toadstool. And then you know your mushrooms and your toadstools.
Well, I just don't tell them, and then so I've got that kind of power thing.
Oh, nice.
Well, it might kill you.
If you were going to forage for other than mushrooms, what a good foraging. What's your good foraging tips out there? If you
Yeah, you should learn your mushrooms, really, because, they
mushrooms are the key.
can be a bit dangerous,
What about
Even worse
herbs
than steak
and
tartare,
herbs
I think.
and sort of greens and stuff? Would you be able to, if you're sort of walking down a river, because I know you live on a boat, don't you?
Yeah.
If you're walking along a river, would you know where, say, I don't know, wild watercress was, or?
Yeah, a few things, like picking nettles, wild garlic, things like that, and,
Wild garlic would be, I assume, a root vegetable.
No, there's this stuff, they call it ramsons as well, like, it's like a green leaf that comes out in the spring, and it's really nice.
So it's coming into fruition now, is it?
Yeah.
Looking forward to a bit of that.
You're listening to Mike's Foraging Hour.
Tell you what, I would listen to my foraging hour. So nice. Oh. If you're ever sort of, as a band, if you're ever feeling a bit, I'm a bit stressed, do you just go and chat to Mike?
Mike brews beer for us now on his boat.
I can see some.
Well, we brought it for you.
It's so nice. Mike, I want to talk to you about the whole process very soon, but I know I know what you're like, Mike. You want to get a song under your belt first. I totally understand.
A little bit of music.
Yeah, okay. All right, on Mike Say So. Shall we have some music?
Hey, it's up to Mike.
Listen, the album is called Alone Above the Ark, which is about Mike living on the boat.
Yep.
And the single, which is out on the 25th, is Fight for Everyone. We've been playing it the last couple of weeks. It's terrific. These are the Leisure Society and Fight for Everyone.
To relax when you're told that you can never fail. Has the bit that you spit from your teeth been replaced by a taste that has all but lost its novelty? You don't need to change, you just need fire and a little faith in order to get what you want done. Fight for everyone. In order to get to what you needed, you spent time on nothing much. And the moral that you live and learn, there's a barb in your heart and a world on which we turn. See what you mean when you say life's a train and it's slowly rolling over me. You don't need to change, you just need fire and a little faith in order to get what you want done. You must fight for everyone. To what you needed, you spent time on nothing much.
bit of cheeky Hammond at the end as well.
Just for you.
Hey!
I just found the button.
Oh, Dermot will like this. Have a little bit of that at the end. That's nice. Look at a good improv. I like that. That's the brilliant Leisure Society. The single's Fight for Everyone, which is out March 25th. Is that now? What date's it today? It's a couple of weeks.
We don't know.
And the album is...
It's the 9th today, so it's out in 2 weeks.
Thanks, Ellen. And the album's Alone Aboard the Ark.
Aboard, not above. Very different sentiment.
Yeah. Did I say above earlier on?
I didn't want to mention it, but then I did. I'm just
above
like that.
the ark. You should have gone with above the ark. I'm alone above. I can't even get on the ark because I'm above it. You see how I like to
This is
just
why we need your
challenge
consulting
you.
skills.
Thank you. Alone Aboard the Ark, which is out on April the 1st. It's a terrific album. It's my favourite album you've done, and I didn't think I'd ever say that again because I love The Sleeper so much, but I think it's terrific. I really like it.
I think we're really proud of it, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Not famously, but internally we are very critical of everything we do, but I think this is one where we all feel it's really strong on all aspects.
I'll tell you what I love about it when listening to it, because normally you get a couple of tracks in and you go, oh, that's a goodie, that's a goodie, that's a goodie, and then there's a couple of feels, isn't there? There aren't on this, it's all killers.
Yeah, no, they weren't on the other two albums. I think it's true. I think Nick has just written... Because there's a lot of pressure when you go from being 10 years of your life writing, and your first album, you have all that time, and then suddenly you're a professional songwriter. And I think Nick's done a great job.
Some renowned as well. That's the thing. The problem is when you get nominated for Ivor Novello, then people expect you to come to be nominated all the time, I suppose, don't they? Do you feel any pressure like that at all?
A little bit, yeah. Not so much because of the awards, more just to kind of have something good to bring into the band so we can make another album. But there were a lot of sleepless nights, mainly over lyrics, really. I'm an insomniac anyway, but it was particularly bad when I was trying to finish off the lyrics. But it always kind of...
Are you a guy that wakes up and... Well, obviously not, because you don't sleep.
No.
Are you a guy that... Do you sort of... Will you be musing there at night and then just go, hang on, get up and pace around and start writing?
Yeah, totally, all the time.
God, you're going to be a nightmare when you have kids, aren't you? You're never going to sleep.
Still I'm strapped to my back and with a lyric book in my hand.
And do you have a time of the night that you find... sort of fruitful? Do you say your good ideas come to you at
Funny
certain
enough,
times?
it's usually the morning when I'm like feeling really groggy and from not sleeping. I just feel really creative in the mornings, but also late at night as well. But during the day, not so much, but mornings and late at night.
I was going to say the rest of the day's just a big empty. Will 12 o'clock ever come so I can start writing again?
And drinking.
But Fight for Everyone, that was a song inspired by the Olympics as a whole, or a specific event?
When I was finishing off the lyrics, it happened to be when the Olympics was on, so it was a great excuse to kind of sit in front of the TV with a guitar and work, in inverted commas.
Yeah.
And so it's a good way to write, actually, with the TV on, because you kind of switch your mind off a little bit and just write subconsciously. So I was watching it literally from morning till it finished at night, and it's just like seeing when the British athletes came into the stadium and suddenly 80,000 people were all kind of cheering them on. It was like, must have been an amazing, uplifting experience, but also like a huge amount of pressure. So it's like about that kind of interesting balance.
I suppose though, subconsciously it dictated on by what you watch on television. The album could have gone totally differently if you start watching Parade's End or something like that and just being really sad and quite I
always find history programs are the best. They always kind of, sometimes you get an odd word crop up that will just like,
that's interesting. Yeah. So Dan Snow should get a thank you on this album.
Simon Sharma actually. Some of the early Leisure Society songs were inspired by his program.
That's good.
Not directly, they weren't. But
did you get to go to any of the Olympics as a band?
Christian, you went to the Paralympics.
What did you see?
I saw the Thrilling Thursday. I saw Peacock. The amazing thing was Peacock's name was being chanted so loudly that they had two starts where they couldn't hear the starter pistol. It was amazing. So he had to sort of run around and say, guys, I really appreciate the support, but if you could just tone it down a bit. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. He just did this with his arms.
He didn't say it to everyone.
The wave of goodwill around the stadium was just unbelievable. It really was. It wasn't like being in London. And they even applauded the officials who were measuring the javelin as they left the stadium. It was like, yeah, great job, guys. Suddenly it was just goodwill everywhere.
Those guys must have been, finally, thank you. After all the years of abuse we get on the javelin circuit.
Injuries as well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Hey, Mike, let's talk about beer. So this was brewed last year to commemorate the Jubilee, or 2012, or you just fancied brewing some
we
beer?
just made some beer and we thought we'd have it for the album.
Talk us through the beer making process, Mike. So, is this a couple of things? Is this ale, or would this be a lager?
It's kind of ale, maybe a bit like an IPA.
Okay, so hoppy. Would it be quite hoppy?
Yeah, it's lots of
And because they had to make it hoppy because it was going so far away, I think. Is that
yeah,
right?
yeah, originally, yeah. And then I realised it tasted good. Really.
Just thought, just keep it here. Mike, are you on the cover of the album? Because this chap here, with there's a lovely kind of alpine scene, a very handsome man with a beard and glasses. Yeah, I know you don't have glasses, but he's sort of naked or half naked
It's not.
in a lake, and he's swimming around, he's looking around, he's musing about the world, and it looks like Mike. Is that Mike?
I hadn't spotted that link.
I think it looks like the guy from the Eels,
Yeah,
Mark
Mark
Everett. Yeah.
That's Mark Everett. It's not Mike. It's not Mike. It'd been far better if it had been Mike.
It's symbolism, Dermot.
I don't want symbolism. I just want it to be Mike. and there's a little plane in the distance as well.
Yeah, Nick's flying that.
Nice. There you go. See, now it helps. Is Helen in the car?
Yep.
Yeah. This is all good stuff. So, Mike, with ale, will it last for a long time, or like other vintage ales, or do you have to drink it? Is like
Some of them. I think some of them last for a long time. But yeah, ones like that, the ones with lots of hops in, tend to be like better brewed, drunk a bit younger.
Okay. So when was this brewed?
It was just before Christmas.
So when should I tuck in?
Now.
Right now. Mike's so responsible, isn't he? Little racy
It
fella.
is really good.
So any time about now, and it doesn't have a percentage on it, Mike. So obviously, as a ballpark, what would you say?
Oh, about 5%.
Yeah, perfect. You wouldn't go any more than that, would you? Nice. So did Mike just rock up and go, guys, look what I've been doing on my holiday?
We actually went. I can't remember what we were doing.
We
but
did a
we
photo shoot at London Zoo.
Oh, that was right.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, rock and roll.
And his boat was moored near London Zoo, so we went back for a few beers and.
And after enough, we realised that it was a really smart bit of marketing to
Nice.
stick a label on them and send them to people.
It's really nice.
Here we are.
So your boat does. I mean, you live in it, and it goes up and down the river, right?
Yeah, we move around London.
Where are you right now?
Mile End. We moved there yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Where's your favourite
Park.
spot? And how long can you be there before you've got to move on?
I don't know. I like it up in Clapton on the River Lee. It's quite nice.
Yeah,
It's
because
quite-
you're almost out of London
quite
now, aren't you?
countryside.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And can you just go anywhere you want, or?
Yeah.
He's not supposed to, but he does.
And when you need to get in touch with Mike, obviously we have mobile phones and stuff, but is there...
No, we have like a trained heron. Just
And the trained heron, for the most part, lives with Mike, or...
no, it's trained to make coffee.
Okay,
I'm
not
just
to
changing
get
the
Mike
subject because we keep talking about Mike. No, it's not true. It's a trained. We haven't got a trained heron.
back. You just text him.
He's got a mobile phone.
I got it.
You know.
It's pretty wild.
Part of the album was written from the perspective of a 1950s fisherman, correct or not correct?
That is new to me.
Well, you wrote it, so I'd say that's rubbish. But you want to get into the... You like it?
Wasn't. I have written a song about 1950s fishermen, but it wasn't for this album. It's for another album, like a kind of a collaboration project that I did in between albums. But yes, I did. Where did that come from?
I don't know. It came from my notes, but I assumed reading my notes, I thought my brilliant researchers would have associated it with this album. But no, it's from an obscure collaborations album, chaps. Well done. Brilliant.
It was with a band called The Unthanks. I wrote a song which they arranged.
This is about the shipbuilding and the...
That's right,
that's a
yeah.
great album.
Yeah.
That was, I think that was up for a folk award a couple of weeks ago. Pat
Never heard
Nevin
about that.
might give him that folk award away. He was talking... Pat Nevin, of all people, was talking about the Unthanks on 5 Live, yeah. It's a good album, that. I really enjoyed it. It's a great cover as well, isn't it? Terrific.
Yeah, there's actually 2. I think I was on the other one that didn't get nominated for an award.
Nah, I find that very hard to believe.
I think we need to focus here, people.
I want to talk about the cathedral tour.
That was really lovely.
How many cathedrals did you do?
12? About 12.
Yeah.
Favourites?
Ooh, what's the massive York Minster was amazing.
York, I was going to ask about York Minster. My sister lives in York. I've been to the Minster several times. It's so beautiful there.
It was really amazing. It was lovely because it was a support thing. It was just myself and Nick and Helen most nights. So it was mostly harmonising and singing without all this paraphernalia. So it was like singing in a tiny choir to this huge congregation.
I was going to say,
thousands of people.
do they put you in the crypt, or is it actually out on the front and it's in front of...
Oh yes, it's on this stage, or the altar as it's sometimes called. But yeah, it was in the main bit. The crypt was our dressing room.
Wow. and were you doing your own stuff?
Yeah. We were supporting Laura Marling, so we only had half an hour. But it was a wonderful opportunity. We sang
bet.
songs from the first 2 albums and made a lot of new friends and fans. And it was incredible. It was nerve-wracking every night. because you're very stripped bare in those situations. But it was amazing.
And also the acoustics must vary between
they're
wildly
incredible.
between.
There's a song called "We Were Wasted" where it's just Nick and a guitar at the start, and that was really special.
That one and Melting Snow just were really good to sing in a space like that.
Listen, I want to talk a little bit more, but you're going to do a Belle and Sebastian song right now, are you? Is that right?
Yes.
You didn't do a. Is it something from Tiger Milk?
That's right. Yeah. I Don't Love Anyone.
I Don't Love Anyone. Great stuff. Okay, this is the Leisure Society with a bit of Belle and Sebastian. I Don't Love Anyone.
Anyone, but you're not listening. You're playing with something. You're playing with yourself. I don't love anyone, but you're not listening even now. You're playing with something. Playing with someone else. And if there's one thing that I learned when I was still a child, it's to take a hiding. I don't love anything, not even Christmas, especially not that. I don't love anything. There's one thing that I learned when I was still a child, is to take a hiding. Yeah, if there's one thing that I learned when I was still at school, it's to be alone. There's one thing that I learned when I was still a child, it's to take a hiding. Out in the street today, the kids are all playing, having fun. I pass them by, I'm not a kid, no. I don't love anyone. I met a man today. Something pretty strange. There's always somebody saying something. He said the world is as soft as lace, but I don't love anyone. Don't love anyone. Don't love anyone. Don't love anyone. Child, it's to take a hiding.
What a cracker that, isn't it?
Enjoyed that.
We need them back, don't we? Belle and Sebastian, are they coming back with some stuff soon?
We're playing a festival with them soon, actually, which will be exciting.
I think when the last album was out, what, 2010, 2009, something like that. Great.
Helen loves that band.
Oh, me too, Helen. Up top. Yeah, go Helen. Listen, thanks for coming in so much.
Thanks for having us.
Did you hear that? I was at the concert, the Christmas concert Lauren Laverne organised, the Union Chapel, where Guy Garvey and Myling Class did Last of the Melting Snow.
Yeah.
And it was because Myling's a great pianist, and it was so beautiful. And it was just the two of them, and Guy just sang it. It was paid great homage to you guys. And it was such
somebody tweeted it, so we saw it on YouTube.
Really nice.
Yeah.
unexpected,
Yeah.
but brilliant.
Yeah,
and she's a very talented musician. Like
Absolutely
that arrangement,
brilliant.
it's quite complicated.
It's lovely.
She nailed it.
Lastly, tour starts April the 12th up at Liverpool
That's right.
and finishes April 25th at Queen Elizabeth Hall. That's a great place to play in London, isn't it?
Yeah, we played there before with Duckworth Lewis Method, and it
Oh,
was,
brilliant.
it was a really fun gig. So
That'd be terrific. Best luck with everything. If people need tickets, where do they go? What do they do? They go to Mike's
The
boat.
best place is to go to our website, Leisure
Helen will sort
Society.
you out.
Helen will sort you out.
Yeah, our site, leisuresociety.co.uk,
Great.
has all of the necessary links.
Wonderful. And Alone Aboard, unfortunately, not above, Alone Aboard the Ark out on April 1st. Boys, ladies, thank you very much for coming in. Really appreciate it.
cheers.
Weekend.